In other news developing this afternoon in Joburg, a meeting of ANC officials is still, we understand, underway right now to work out whether the party's regional conference can go ahead this weekend. One of the leadership candidates, Mpho Moerane, is still in hospital. He's a former mayor of Joburg. He was in a car accident. We understand that he's still in a critical but stable condition. There are also issues within the branches of the ANC, disputes which have to be sorted out before the conference can go ahead. Now, you'll remember last year how the mayor at the time, the ANC's Jolidee Matango, died in a car accident after the mayor before him, the ANC's Geoff Makhubo, passed away from COVID-19. The regional spokesperson for the ANC in Joburg is Sasabona Manganye. Sasabona, good afternoon to you. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly, is there any update at this stage on Councillor Moerane's condition?
Yes, good afternoon, Steve, and the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Yes, we did interact with the family of Comrade Mpho Moerane, our regional fundraiser, and the report we got from the family is that he is recovering well in the hospital. His condition is improving better than yesterday. And so far, some of the procedures that they had to, do at the hospital, they have been successful. So that gives a hope to all of us that he's recovering well. And also the family is appreciating the messages that are sent to the family of support. And the African National Congress is appreciating the people of Johannesburg and South Africa for all the prayers and messages of support for Comrade Mpho Moerane to can fully recover.
The meeting of people in Joburg of ANC officials, is that still underway? Is there any decision yet on whether the conference scheduled for this weekend will in fact go ahead?
Yes, today the leadership of the region of the ANC in Joburg held a meeting to receive reports from the conference preparatory committee. And the report that we received, it have given us a positive light in terms of all logistical arrangements that has to do with the conference. Everything was ready. We have also received the regional dispute resolution committee report. And the dispute resolution committee has been dealing with disputes that were coming from about 43 branches. And they have managed to conclude a majority of those disputes. The only limitation is the fact that there are about 10 or less than branches that needs to reconvene their branch biannual general meeting, given the fact that based on the dispute lodged, we found to be in favor of those who lodged the dispute and requesting for the rerun. So as a result of that dispute resolution committee report, we therefore took a decision to postpone the conference to the 27th to 29th May this month, so towards the end of this month. So that is where the conference will take place. It will no longer take place this weekend, and all our branches have duly been informed of that decision of the regional leadership.
Okay, so there is going to be this delay. I imagine everyone just needs time to work out what's going to happen next. There's a lot of work clearly to do in the branches. Do you think that everyone's going to accept the decision you've made?
Come again?
Do you think everyone will accept the decision that you've made? Some people would have wanted to go to conference now.
Yeah, look, we are the ones who convinced the conference. And as a responsible leadership, we need to ensure that all due processes of the ANC are followed before we rush into a conference. Even our branches and structures, they do understand that fact, that if there are disputes, it's a process of the ANC governed by the guidelines approved by the National Executive Committee. So we can't ignore such guidelines and rush to go to conference and not give due regards to those who had grievances. Some of these grievances were legitimate. That is why you see there are some of the branches that have been instructed to reconvene. So we do not believe there will be those who will be opposed to this decision. But even if there can be any, There is nothing they can do. They will have to be abided by the decision that has been taken by the leadership of the region and even the leadership of the province, the Provincial Executive Committee. It have resolved as such that there is no region that must go to a conference until we have exhausted all required internal processes, and key to those processes is dealing with the grievances through the dispute resolution committee. So we are acting in accordance with the guidelines and within the prescript of the constitution of the ANC.
Sasabona Manganye, thank you very much indeed. Spokesperson for the ANC in Joburg. Well, the confirmation then from him, the breaking news really, that Joburg regional conference of the ANC, which was scheduled to go ahead this weekend, will now only go ahead towards the end of the month. There are, of course, those disputes that need to be sorted out.